Coming up on the PipeCast.
No, before we start, what is this?
This is wine, my tipsy wine.
That's extreme love.
Yeah.
A lot of black niggas now
In the UK, they complain about
Is it immigration or is it African immigration?
African immigration. No one ever cares when a white nigga moves, bruh. And if you think about it, hey, they're everywhere. They're the ones who are really everywhere. White niggas. White niggas everywhere, bro.
Speaking of white people.
Hey, we're not speaking of white people.
I mean, this is independence.
Yes.
It's spearheaded by
Obviously.
a British person. Yeah.
Pori's brand is bigger than Kabza.
Yeah.
And Pori doesn't do much. He doesn't do anything.
Allegedly. Featuring Maphorisa and Matumane.
Who do you guys feel is the biggest legend in the country? Everything.
Apart from Nelson. Brenda Fassie, I think.
I feel like coffee.
No.
Brenda Fassie because in coffee.
Legend.
What?
Okay, so we're saying our legend for now. Charlize Theron.
You, my sister.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans coming soon. Can't be giving out. You guys are weird. No longer giving out my number.
LinkedIn gonna send like Karabo. Hey,
Now because it's Bafana, aren't we stronger together?
Did you see the Bafana's comment? They're like, the apologies must be as loud as the disrespect. They're like, the apologies must be as loud as the disrespect.
Welcome to the PipeCast, ladies and gentlemen.
Isinto singulayi mtelo malume bangawa Rilongo ngathi likhalile lilizela maki Seduza ukuthi ngishadise ngobamalini namangazi Ngakimi hlezi khali akhululeka lavi Isinto singulayi mtelo malume bangawa Rilongo ngathi likhalile lilizela
One show.
Choose it. Actually, let's place.
Double Kaybee or Rose.
Skip.
Where's my cup?
Double Kaybee or Rose. There's somewhere there.
Isn't that your cup? That's your cup.
I finished my juice, so that's my cup.
Oh.
I was opposed up with
Shay shot.
I was opposed up with
And say phone.
Ukraine.
Shay penalty.
Ukraine.
Shay penalty.
I will tag you. You have choice.
He's a penalty sick boy.
Boy, nah. Slow and steady, boy. Di Maria, slow poison. Must last me the whole episode.
When last did you come here?
Last year.
Can we start with the intro before we get to interrogation?
Kunmela phezulu, chief.
Last year.
All right.
Started most.
Shut up.
You just started.
Welcome to the PipeCast, ladies and gentlemen. Kambani.
Hi.
Nijani.
Be nice. Hi. No.
Was that what your camera face? Even I see Janet. Simnad.
I must maintain a certain posture.
For in.
Oh, dog. For the camera.
Oh God. It's not romantic. Yeah, Kambani Buffet. Today we got a special guest. The wavy boy. The coolest DJ. A small, yeah. My mind in your mind. Yeah, but let's play to MOSA Waves. Shall I intro you?
Tell us
Who are you?
Where are you going after here?
I'm going home. What's up, good people? This is your boy MOSA Waves, aka the coolest DJ.
coolest DJ in Soweto, Johannesburg, Gauteng, South Africa, Mhlaba wonke. Thank God.
Lord.
So I'm going home after here.
So Lord,
Manje clean. You'll find me at home thinking of my future plans. Manje clean.
That's kind of interesting.
Hello. Sure.
Yeah, but there's new people watching it every other time.
They must watch previous
Yes. They must do the research.
Yeah, but if you want to know who he is, I guess you must. Unless the editor decides to put his name in there.
That's funny. Yeah. Funny how you're saying that. Unless the editor decides to put his name there.
Sky intro.
Sure, my page to Skipper Law.
Double cup.
If you want me, Reddit at Skipper Worldwide.
Are you serious on Reddit now? Like fully, look.
No, I'm just on Reddit.
Yeah.
When are you changing apps? Go to Reddit. Go. Like
But
something
Reddit
else.
is a vibe, dog. Like the blogs, they are actually fire. So Reddit, Quora, yeah,
OnlyFans.
Discord, yeah, OnlyFans coming soon. No. Can't be giving out. You guys are weird. Some of you guys are weird. I'm no longer giving out my number.
These weirdos.
LinkedIn gonna santola karabo. Hey, santola khona. Hey, asintoli la wey. Hey, lapha sintoli. Hey. Antholakali lapha, antholakali.
Ngicela umsebenzi. Noma yini boss I am, noma yini.
Open to work.
Okay.
Hi, sure bafethu Mr. Matipili. I'm not slogan. I'm not the coolest presenter in the West. I'm normal. I'm normal. I could like, if you know, you know, man. If you know, you know.
Tina Sinjan.
Who goes
from
from Soweto to Sentin every week?
You guys know that thing is not literal, right? It's in figurative sense.
Oh, so
it's just meaning coming from Elokshini to somewhere that is suburban, dog. Like Sentin.
Taxi driver.
It's just that I chose Sentin. I could have used Rosebank. I could have.
N1. Who and I?
They were very nice time. Nas bonela spend some for us. Like Susel Lokshini, 17, 365. But I'm driving them crazy. Asbonge
365. Sponsor goes on Fagazela.
Rasring Yashis. Ayoniyashisa. Compared to Kaybee, what's been happening this week?
No, before we start about Bafana, what is this?
This is wine, my tipsy wine. DM. Take his extreme lounge, only found there. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. DM my tipsy wine available by Mr. Matipili, colleague.
Hey, finally, we need some with a big wine. Benefit.
Man. Oh, can't just be anywhere.
At least you know.
We went
at least know the standard.
Yeah, I'm told
the standard.
We have more than 100 subs now.
Sometimes.
Bafana Bafana, no?
I do.
Did you watch them?
I sort of. I
actually got my highlights.
Nah, not really. It's a thing you like, especially when they won. The reason why we were happy most of the time, it's like everybody, it was because they actually won.
Yeah.
But
like
when
they caught us by surprise.
When haven't they?
Exactly, they caught us by surprise.
Mega winning a fluke. When the time alarm evidence market to Corada when we all went sure it was offside or not. Yeah. When you started dancing, my dad's like, wait, there's a repeat. Like remember the when Shawa no more dancing there. They won a fluke now. Mara this time around, as he's saying, they like. But we need.
It was a genuine win.
I'm not allowed.
And it's back to back.
They're playing well, dog. Are they playing well?
Hey, but Bang Shama reaction. But where's Hakimi crying in his car? Where's the Morocco airport, Mama? Hey,
gone.
I want
to give that niggas more money, but fit.
Yeah, wait.
I
she'll need it.
But listen, now because it's Bafana, aren't we stronger together?
No.
It was just let's be honest.
So it was one.
No, let's be honest. We happy. Listen, we happy.
Consistent.
We happy they won, but we're not satisfied.
They must prove
I'm not
themselves.
satisfied. They still need to prove
But
themselves.
for them
even
to
more.
perform, they need us.
Yes,
as
right now
supporters.
we are willing to back them, but
No,
we
we
are not
are,
expecting.
don't mind, yeah.
But
Did
we are
you
not
see?
expecting.
Did you see that the next day after they won? Talk with Bafana on almost everyone's status.
Yeah.
That's all we can do right now.
Hey,
What do you mean?
Bamse,
Ufuna
the
Sambe
comment.
Sele
Did you
Ivory
see the
Coast.
Bafana's comment where they're like the apologies must be as loud as the disrespect.
so
They're like the apologies must be as loud as the disrespect. You guys must apologize. Mara people were saying on Twitter, they're like, "Aye, Freddy, you guys did us proud."
But then also another people need to be subjective about this, because before the team that's playing now wasn't the team that was playing at that time. So they can't blame people for shitting on them at the time, because but now the chance that are in the squad now are the Basha is Span.
It wasn't. Don't forget. I don't think it was thing.
That man is fixing South African football, fighting no one.
But what was Sundowns when you lost against Mali?
Exactly. They always.
I don't know.
play
The lineup,
player.
the lineup wasn't the same. The lineup, no, but also against Mali, the 2 goals that were conceded, Mopegash conceded number 1. It defense before it wasn't fully Sundowns. Now there's a squad just going on my player Sundowns. Mara, that the first game it was mixed.
But
That's
another
why
thing,
they flopped.
Even against Morocco, there was the penalty. It was a Sundowns player that.
Asali, but they still won the
That's
game.
what I'm saying. Overnight.
But they
We
still
can't
won the
really-
game.
We can't really.
No matter, but also let's be honest. Siyazi ukuthi ama FIFA rules are teeny on handball and so on and so on. But you know that nigga didn't have a clue where the ball was going. He was in motion. His body was in motion. So now le penalty abo be penalty fluke.
Sundowns.
But there's 8 players in the starting 11.
And
8 out of 11.
Nah, they made me proud.
Some you should
Orike
know.
Mangwe Tlalang. They made me proud.
Yeah, as Bafana.
As Bafana.
I don't
They made me
know
proud.
why.
Like,
I don't know why Sundowns is in the pit.
Hey, asandaba
Lalela, in local based football and on the continent, Sundowns is on fire.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
But right now they are not Sundown.
Yes,
They are
thank
Bafana.
you.
They are representing the country.
Yes,
No DNA. Just RSA.
Okay, let me rephrase. Sundowns players are carrying Bafana.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
That's fine.
in 2010, said Barcelona is carrying Spain.
I did.
For an average person, no one said, this is Barcelona.
did, Baba.
They were like, Spain.
They did.
Because they didn't know where those players played, but everyone that knew where those players played knew that's
Barca,
Barca's
dog.
team.
That's Barca, dog.
And that is the
Hey,
formula.
man, for me, it's a team.
Fana Nechemeni.
Yes,
team effort.
the team chemistry.
So in 2014, it was Bayern
Nechemeni.
Munich.
Half the team was
they
Bayern
was
Munich.
fine. They
So
was
in
fine.
2018,
Angazi ngano. Mara even as said about Balak na
France,
Basmanban.
it wasn't that.
It wasn't
PSG, it was mixed masala.
Yeah, it was
France,
a mix.
France is the black niggas. That's their mixture. Yeah, that's their mixture. Rivari. And did you hear that now they're complaining apparently? In France, there's riots and shit because apparently there's a lot of immigration. How ironic.
Oh yeah.
Basusela abantu babaletha lesa babaxakile manje bafuna ukubabuyisa.
Man, they're doing that everywhere.
There's a lot of black niggas now
Even in the
France.
UK, they
Yeah,
complain
it's a thing that's happening,
about
Yeah, vele no ngifuna ukuyara ngithi.
no, is it immigration or is it African immigration?
African
obviously
immigration.
African.
No one ever cares when a white nigga moves, bruh. And if you think about it, hey, they're everywhere. They're the ones who are really everywhere. White niggas, white niggas everywhere, bro.
No,
White
but
people are
you know,
everywhere, bro.
Thing is, nah, like you must. There's a video I saw where they checked how many like Africans are in other countries. Like, dog, there's a lot of us outside, dog. Like,
But there's also a lot of them.
South Africans.
There's a lot of them, though.
Yes, but the majority there's black.
Here's the thing. You see with black people, inking ukuthi sometimes I think snokushaya lento lesha amandi ukuthi sifike endaweni bese sibiza abanye. Siyafloka. Abelungu abayenzi.
No, they do that.
Abelungu bayafika.
They do that. Australia doesn't want white South Africans anymore. Australia, New Zealand, they don't want white South Africans anymore.
Yeah, man, that's been a
To
thing.
Australia anyways.
The fact that
White South
the fact
Africans.
that white people are
Nah, Australia
normalized here.
sucks, yo.
The fact that white people are normalized here should tell you ukuthi baze bebaningi labantu laba.
I wanna bayilwele yona.
And bayilwe.
Bayilwele
But we
But it was so crazy. But it was so crazy, like in Australia, the fact that they feel like South African white people are racist, dog. Like blatantly, they're the most racist
dog.
they've met.
And then
Like,
ministry phela manje.
so crazy.
Indawo zabo lezi. Ministry.
white people here are
racist.
racist.
Like who would wanna go to Australia?
Hey, the bugs and
Hey,
creatures.
bro, bro.
But let's be honest, abelungu bathanda vele lezi zinto lezi.
No, never.
Bathanda lezi zinto.
They come back because of those things.
No.
But are they running there?
Nah, they come
And majority, clearly bona there.
Speaking of white people,
Hey, we're not speaking of white people.
I mean, this is independence.
Yes.
Oh, Western Cape.
It's spearheaded by a
Obviously.
British person.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about them being Brit, but I know it's
The person is British.
It's a Caucasian person.
They've been here. They've been in South Africa for like 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, but I don't think.
But they are a British immigrant,
Yeah, I heard about
and
that
they're
guy.
pushing for
I forgot that
Western
story,
Cape
but I heard about
independence.
But
Isn't
Just
that
like Oranje, ne?
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that? Isn't that like
They want to be their own
colonialism?
country now.
no, I don't know. Is it? What's colonialism by definition?
A settler coming to a state or a country or continent even
What's
and
a Google
claiming
one?
land.
Yeah. It's such colonialism definition. I don't want
That's my definition.
Ow.
That's my definition.
What was it? A settler?
Coming to a foreign land, or a land that's foreign to them, and claiming land.
The policy or practice of acquiring full or partial political control over another country, occupying it with settlers, and exploiting it economically.
Close.
Something
Okay,
like
but yeah.
Mine was the
Close.
mine was
Actually,
the down
right.
down
Yeah.
version.
But as for 5-year-olds. I know.
But yeah, I saw the Western Cape thing up. There's actually white people against it, eh? I found it so crazy about that.
Do you think it's genuine from them, or they're just trying to be
I
different?
think it's impossible for it to happen.
Or they're just trying to be different. They know it's not gonna work, so they're trying to stay on the good side. But at least
But there's knife,
I'm
there's
joking.
knife.
I'm joking. I'm making a joke. I'm joking. Yeah. You know that.
Just being
Yeah, I think
Yeah. Like the ones man figure somewhere about bancheli ukuthi abanifuni bayabaleka man. Baziphumela.
some of them just stare at you, bruv. Like, long work biggie, you doing your thing. Like, you're just walking, man. You just watch.
As a teacher, how does that feel, man? Like, mawudlala bakubheke nje.
Especially ingoma mayifike breaking is How does that feel?
When I feel like, for you, you're speaking about it from like an awkward.
It is not awkward. It's awkward.
Full house. Everyone just there.
Like,
It's actually
Musa, what's the most awkward place or the most, let's say, out of your comfort zone? Because I know, like, obviously you play usually Emakasi, you know your target market.
Oh, yeah.
But outside
I think that I
that,
go fit.
like, what's the most like out of place you've ever felt at a gig?
At a gig.
nakufika one bakhona bathi hayi sicela udlala uringo puti.
Yeah.
Actually, never had a place where they do that, though. Because, like, if ever you put it in that way, obviously you are referring to like people that are older and the, like the age group that I'm used to playing for.
Okay, yeah.
There was even a video that was circulating. This old lady was even dancing on top of a chair, dog.
Ice.
Wow, you were
The
playing-
coolest DJs.
Never had like, you see.
Okay, like what's the most bougie? Because I feel like you see places like Cape Town.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't like.
Like me Soul Cafe.
Cape Town's different.
Yeah,
Cape
there
Town's
must be.
different.
There must no. I was ngeke you, but they, you know they have a certain sound that they listen to. They have a
Oh, like
certain
like
niche.
PTA.
Nah,
Yeah,
no,
something like that. Like they listen to.
Go to Hatfield. There's some clubs there now. I want to la. Ngekuthole Musa waves adlala la.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a gig and felt like, well, like I'm a bit out of place here, and I should just adjust my sound
I don't
and
think.
accommodate. the
in
masses?
Soweto, yes.
In Soweto.
Yeah, brown sugar in Maphorisa, bro. I see brown sugar is like restaurant slash.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like they most of the time during
So
the
they
day
want to
they
chill.
they play house. They play like lounge.
Yeah, lounge music.
Lounge is like that house with no shakers and shit. It's just like you know
Chill, yeah.
chill
Don't
vibes.
blow.
Umuntu ongadlala mi bulokishini deep ne. Sorry.
Nah.
I'm not even lokishini.
They play
Lokishini is like
Nah, they play like there are like times for them like at night, feel. But like I'm speaking specifically about like during the day.
Yeah, during the
when
day.
people are still
And you play during the day.
Yeah. That day I had a gig there and later on I was playing at Mabubenjalo. So obviously Mabubenjalo like clouded my mind with that lighting.
lighting.
I actually need to, you know.
Yeah.
I feel I get there, I prepare a set, firehouse set.
Yeah, your firehouse set.
I figure I play.
Next.
When I get there, the bro that's playing before me is playing loud. But obviously I got there whilst he was playing like the last track. So I wasn't aware of what he was playing before.
Oh, yeah.
You see. So I had like a track similar to what he was playing last. Like a lounge track, but it was a bit
To open.
It was a bit upbeat,
Yeah.
you see. Yeah, so I played that track and then I moved on to other tracks, and then there was this one time I mistakenly played a Kabza and Artwork Sounds song. So obviously it's like house / piano.
Yeah.
It's like a house song, percussion, chords and everything, but it's piano with the bass line. You see, with the BPM is piano-ish. Hey, that manager was like, dude, nah, change that song. You need to take out that song.
So what do you do in that situation?
Before the bridge, dog, I took it out before the bridge. Before that silent awkward part, I had to take it out before that, dog. The way it was so hectic.
So what, do you just... And then
No, I played,
you mix
I
it
played
out.
another track. Yeah, I played. One thing about me, I don't crack under pressure. I know,
These guys are DJs.
It's the coolest DJ.
I know what to do, you see. So I just
Compose.
changed the whole thing to avoid panicking. That's why people make mistakes, because like they panic a lot, you see. So I just
So wait to sentence did the zone 6.
ngifika lapha yangibhekanga kanti balinkile yabona mangithi cha akathi ku mara obvious uthembi mosithembile ngenamba usithembile next abele ngathi hayi namba simbulu yazi moqeda ukushaya i-first track moqeda ucimisa noku umuthi abhekile nofuna ukubona ukuthi hey uflopile ndoda sisibone manje uzoyenzani athi hayi shaya into eqinile obvious come on simple
Because I saw some, it was sort of a meme kind of thing.
yeah they do that apparently resident DJs
it
do
was
that
some, I don't know, tavern or pub or whatever. They had a poster there that please, if you're a DJ, do not play Kabza the Small.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
No
that
mellow and
actually,
sleazy.
Yeah, so that actually makes sense now. Like some places don't want you to play.
Yeah, some places are
Nah,
like
no
You
that's
know-
because
you know
that's
why?
because
You know what's the
that one is
reason
for
for that?
if umusa wezuna ama-track
exactly.
and then ngimbukile
Yes, that's
ngeke
the-
uzofika uzodlala ama-track amusa wezi mase kufika umusa wezi kumele adlaleni
I
umusa
mean,
wezi
exactly. That's why did you book him in the first
That's not
place?
my
if you
problem.
know it's,
Yeah, cool. Nah, it's actually for that. But one thing they don't understand is that I can play Kabza the Small long tunes they don't even know of. And they wouldn't even notice. They can't tell me jack. You see? So I just play. And then, yeah.
but that is
what's the weirdest thing that has happened at one of your gigs
Hey. There was this other girl, bro. Like,
I knew it had to include a girl
hey, man.
it had to
Fede was like at a gig with a friend, you see. Fede, he's just one friend that likes to accompany me, but I don't vibe with him all the time. Fede, we vibe together, we get there, stage set up, Fede, it's like, I get on stage, I play. But there's this one girl that's been standing there. And then now, if I wanna, like, as soon as I'm done playing, if I wanna get off stage, I have to pass through her. But now the thing is, she's busy doing weird stuff.
what kind of weird stuff?
was she flashing her tits
Nah. That's too extreme.
Is it that those chicks that are like that would suck the bottle and stuff?
Yeah, she was doing those things. And then the one time,
The way you looked at me like I'm talking palms, Mara chicks do that.
the one time she was like, "When out am I?" She was pointing at her house. I'm like, dude. Me, I think she's playing.
Which area is this?
I'm pretty sure. That's why I don't take pictures from them most of the time. I'm still playing, man. So obviously I have my shades on here. Yeah, I have my shades on here. I'm still playing. Hey, this girl looking at my stage. She comes and she like grabs. She tries to grab like the shades, like along with my cap, the one I was wearing. Hey, push. Now I'm putting them on backwards. Now that's why I like to put my shades on backwards.
I mean, there must be people that.
Have you seen security when there's one playing?
That sounds
basegeyitini skip.
How don't
Security.
Lapha umasibona mu DJ model masibakshaya ngempama yiki nongayenza.
That's your entourage, you must say.
I didn't come along to be the Rock Johnson, me, baba.
Yeah,
Yeah, hey.
crazy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy, yo. The next thing they fighting me. Oh,
The same.
and now obviously,
girl.
the girl along with another group of
Yeah.
girls, and now there's this other cheetahs they blooming like on the one side, and then there's this other brewer that's playing after me. So now I don't know if he didn't know how to operate the whole thing, but it happened that the sound went off. Like,
Umlingele.
I link.
What's that like?
Nearly
I'm sure
350
it
doesn't
new
link.
mark.
So obviously, when I come off and this bro sees me, one of the bros that are like blowing the side, and he's like, "Hey DJ, awudlale lapha." I'm like, "Ah, mina ngiqedile kudlale outside." But awuyakuphi sithi DJ awudlale la. Now they're closing the entrance. They're like, "Ke babadlala." That time I have to leave. I have another gig. Ke babadlala.
Where are the organizers at this point?
What are they gonna do? Like,
Fighting.
they're at the gate or
They
something
stopping the
always.
fight. The girlies fight there. They end up fighting as well with the other brewers.
No, my thing is, what are they gonna do? The crowd wants what the crowd wants. So Mela Hambe.
No, you must pay you more.
But it's the same thing. There's this video I saw where like gorillas were fighting in a zoo, and then some ladies like, "Where's the zookeeper at?" Someone commented like, "What am I gonna do?" So get that now, Mingile.
It doesn't make sense.
What's the organizer gonna do? But what's a gate in jar?
Yeah, that's crazy, eh?
Hey, crazy things happen, yo. Crazy
DJ
things
life.
happen,
Did you hear what Maphorisa was saying on his life?
Hey, Maphorisa is something. I saw the live was training and listened to
Kaybee
it.
one, the first
Motho a sho motho ke hole ke le o ntshitse dipipi mo le no mana la ngiphelela ne mana ka tawuphori umlayite lizolo amfase lizolo umlayite lizolo amhlalela amringele abajayi motho ke hole ash untshitse dipipi mo le so to give context to maybe those who don't know, Upori was like, all the music that's made on his PC
belongs to him.
He's in his too.
Someone
then
commented like,
Kaybee
so if I
like-
write my exam, does it mean it's his now?
Because he wrote it at school. So he
Nah.
had school in.
I think we can write online papers. So if I wrote an online paper, must I write his name on?
Chris Kaybee at because regular Nando's li metlakase.
If you do an assignment at Maphorisa studio, you must have a reference.
Me like sign every page back yeah.
But the Kaybee one was funny because really the chants are always cowling, drinking
Yeah,
NSC.
yeah.
So he's like, because regular Nanda did NSC.
Nah, they don't even buy them, actually.
Tell us
Because when you get to studio,
you buy them yourself.
when you get to studio, you get the drinks there.
But the
But
thing
who
about
bought the drink?
Do you know?
baba.
Do you know-
Thingine
do you know,
Nando's la kunibekele Musa Waves in
Mera Bong's video of him showing his studio.
Bongs.
Mera Bong's.
Yeah.
He was showing his studio and
Yeah.
stuff. And then there's this other section.
Cabinet. Maybe.
It's a section. It's not a cabinet. The cabinet is too small. I feel like a cabinet is too
So
small.
it's like a bar, basically.
Yeah, it was because it had like more than 30 bottles down. Like surely my 10 tankare, 10 moe. You know, like the
But it-
works, dog. It was
but it
like
makes
different
sense.
bottles. And then you go outside, like by the patio, I'm assuming. And then there's a poolside view. There's a little table there with like tequila and stuff. Like you get them there when you go there.
They there
If he
already.
calls you over,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to come with your drinks and stuff. You get them there and then you guys span. If you want to drink, you drink from there.
And if you span on his PC,
It belongs to him.
Surprisingly, I feel like it's a thing that has happened with people that have been in the.
I think
Maybe that's what Taiwan is also been doing.
Yeah, very that is. Lento le Upori yena, Upori speaking based off of le ntwana usika la sihlala isikhathi eside, you understand? With the bongs on, maybe uthola ukubize for leyo session that few hours that day.
Yeah.
You understand? So that obviously is gonna make you feel comfortable, guys. Phuzo, kudla whatever nizospana and so on. After that, if uspanida ecova itrack uyahamba. But ngopori different. Nidla ukudla kwami every day. Uyangithola nilala emakamereni ami. Yeah.
It's a trap house.
A lot of niggas like about cabs and so on and so on. If like okay, angazi ngokabs, but a lot of niggas like itudio ezibhaya. niyafika la mfethu uyaspana for as long until maybe tele wena ukuthi ay sichayile or seku awkward man lithi yeah ansazi ukuthi nenzeni seniyavaya even there yeah niyaspana until ukhathele ukuthi ay ngikhathele no lento le you know fungeza something else then you leave and so on. So I think Pori speaking based off of something like that, not into a one day. I don't think Kulmeli day one day because in day one day
do you think what he's saying is based off him doing the actual putting the actual work
No.
as like the other people that are there to span? Like
With him, it's the file is on my laptop.
I feel like he doesn't even work at all. I feel like he just blows, dude.
So Kabza was carrying
Yeah, I feel like I try because if you don't watch people that are gonna train, and it's just like
Glamalanga amoni Glamala uzamuku prove ubizwe hlala shooting ama live lapha yami ku computer.
He's what?
He's carrying Scorpion Kings. In that
Why you
line.
asking this question like you didn't know this?
It goes without saying, dog. It goes without saying. I feel like Kabza has more of the production part, and then Pori has more of the features part.
Or the marketing.
I feel like when it began, when it
was like
started,
that.
it was like that. I don't know about now, but I feel like at first,
No, but
Kabza
it was
the
like
one,
that,
like Kabza was the one that was like producing, and then Pori is the one that comes with the features, like both Handy Swamazwa back then. You see, he comes with those features. You see, he has.
But I feel like maybe even still now, like Kabza Sumundo out there like that. I think in terms of deals and all these serious things, Pori is the one who's always leading the front, and that's his role. And I feel like, but have we not all known that Pori doesn't produce?
But don't you think that changed?
But
He's a producer, not a
Uhuru
composer.
days and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's like the Afro. What I?
Yeah, but
You
it's
can
not
say
for-
you can say I'm a beat now. I'm a beat now. I'm a sound like three note or something. You may know this. Come on, man. I'm a poo.
Yeah, you see with the Moonchild.
Come on,
with the
man.
Moonchild. Hey, they used to.
Yeah, but
Number
that's what
15 gates.
that's what Chivani does. Though. That's why Lentana zonke beziphu.
No, Mara Chivani.
Did you see those lives?
Which one? The youngster one.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Where you were
man.
telling us.
And it's funny how Yamtavu recorded Jones.
Yeah.
Ubonile no sa kusimnandi vie. You know that guy once left Simnandi like a couple of years ago. Tugu Chivani saying hey, the drag lela ngas la Chivani no Timin Express hey off key na lo off.
Oh, I remember about that. Yeah.
Now they besties. They saying yeah Simnandi forever. Hey, I love Chivani. This brother saved my life. In and I'm like. Hey.
But don't you think it's something I saw from Stana's one. It's like he gave you that platform.
Yeah.
So there has to be like something.
Stana was
I
standing
think-
on business.
I think-
he told them straight that he's just happy that he got freed from the shackles of Simnandi Records. And he's happy at Piano Hub.
I wonder how does Limek feel then? Because Limek Lene was there for a while.
Limek is also feeling the heat. It's just that I think he went in there knowing. You understand? Which I'm going there for the platform. That was on Niki platform.
Yeah.
So Njengo Amu no cap.
No cap, yeah.
They played it well. Asang Bashaiza Tula no balege fast. You
Fast.
understand? Those niggas stayed and then they finished everything they were doing and then they were out. Bought themselves a la and all those things come down. I feel like that's how a lot of artists should go into this. Maramina Chivani.
So if Chavani came to you wouldn't work with him.
I would, because Nyada ngas.
Platform.
Yeah, ngas. Nyada vele ngas. Good, okay. Line corner, no. Line corner, no.
Why not?
Pela when we were moving train already.
I mean, hey.
Mina, like ngatin. Ngada, you go there knowing. I'm going there to. Mfuna nje le platform. You understand? Untanga I'm not expecting any. Go there not expecting any money.
Angeke uphume
You understand?
ngeTez.
Wazi ukuthi mophuma la. Yila uphuma so as propeller ye wena ke da like uLiam Crazy can leave Simnandi now if his contract maybe aphela this year or something. I'm sure it worked for him.
He's with Keeper Entertainment.
It worked for him. No sekaphumile a platform unayo. No, it's just him working with different people and all this. That's all.
But yeah, nigga, boy.
That's how you can tell that he's out of the record label because he's actually working with a lot of people.
Mara mama I just don't like him.
It's not about liking him.
I don't like him.
Business, chief.
I don't like him.
But I was thinking about him like
I don't think he's a
also
nice
the
guy,
change
man.
the change from T-Man to Limek was like it was fast.
Yeah.
It was like very fast. Because T-Man was trending like what 2 months ago, dog. He was like on route to be like the biggest in the country.
Then Limek
just
and it was after the Groove Cartel.
And they're from the
was
same
before
brand. And I'm from the same.
the same place, dog.
But I got man, I think it's solid enough at this point. we know we've known him for long enough.
If you've been in piano, you've known him for long enough. Okay. People only knew him last year. I mean, when did you know T-Man? Don't lie.
This is one song, man.
Kulmela phezulu school.
There's this one song, man. Can I again?
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of that song.
Mega
But he wasn't.
But that's what my 20.
But there you were. That was ATK. You knew it.
Let's be honest. You knew the song, not him.
Yeah, you knew the song. Not him.
There we go.
Because there you were focused more on
Like,
ATK.
But I think,
like, to be honest, I knew T-Man through early.
we
Last year.
Yeah,
So
basically
for me,
last
it was
year, yeah.
Bua.
Oh, yeah.
But I think also another thing is that remember now piano's moved now in it's international also. He started getting international gigs very quick also. So he's T-Man he's got international. So obviously his mind is quickly shifted because you need to strike it while it's hot. Strike the iron while it's hot. Don't blow, man. Understand? If you get these gigs international, same time you move. So I think that's what he did, which created that platform for only make which okay.
Or there was an open space.
There was an opening in the market. Perfect timing because he already had history. People knew him, so it was very easy for Abantu to put it on. Hey, now catch on. Perfect timing, perfect place.
Learn kind of production.
Sometimes I'm actually not confident enough to like
Go into production.
and
push it on your own.
But I'm still gonna do it, but I'm like,
just not now.
I'm really just trying to build like my brand, like so it can become like solid in that.
I know you're
So
moving.
when it comes out, it's expected.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Ask him.
What's more important, your brand, your image, or your actual work?
Brand image or your actual work.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I feel like it's the image that's important, because like if you look at it properly, like people know, like okay, like I said, like there are people that know Lime Crazy through his music.
Yeah.
Like they before he actually started shooting content and stuff, they didn't know
knew the
what
voice
Lime
and the
Crazy-
Knew the voice,
You
yeah.
see, so like in that instance, it's like following the actual work.
It becomes a niche.
Yes.
But what about people like Mdu? Most people know Mdu through his
Music,
work rather than his
brand.
Yeah.
But
It
that's
depends on what you start with.
But that could also go back to what we were saying last time, is that he's not as big as he should be.
Mtu could be bigger.
Because
Could be bigger.
it's like I think for an example, look at Pori versus Kabza. Kabza you can listen to Kabza's work, like Mara Pori's brand is bigger than Kabza.
Yeah.
And Pori doesn't do much. He doesn't do anything.
Allegedly.
Usethi Temple phela featuring Maphorisa and Matumane.
Scorpion Kings.
That's just like the brand.
That's just branding.
Poor.
So I think branding speaks more. It's more important though, because you can make more money from branding than work.
Look at Uncle Waffles.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's brand. That's brand work.
Yeah,
With
that-
waffles,
that-
it's
that-
strictly brand work.
Cyan Bush. The list goes on.
Let's
Let's just stick to Uncle Waffles.
Let's just stay there.
No, but I'm talking about image. Brand. Tulipi is brand. That's what's getting us the kids. It's brand.
I feel like
Not her span.
Like the PR team behind those guys actually does
Brand.
a very good job.
Yes.
They push the brand.
Uncle Waffles and all of that.
Two-Face.
Yeah,
What
Uncle
Tulipi?
Waffles,
Oh, Two-Face.
and
Oh,
the
yeah.
likes, yeah.
I hear you, Chance.
But as an average, not average, but like as a DJ, like let's say for most of the things you solo.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a small Anyana team, you don't have like a big, team behind you. Like in that case, like your brand, your image.
I'm trying to see how focused he is. Is he listening?
I'm listening. I'm trying to see where you're going. I'm actually waiting for the question.
No, I'm saying I don't want to sound disrespectful towards him.
What do you want to
you
Disrespect
can.
his brand, but like
What?
people that have a massive following behind them, people with record labels and
Kabza.
yeah, people like that. Or for example, let's just stick to let's say Uncle Waffles.
Yeah.
She probably has like a huge.
Yeah, she has a huge team though.
Yeah.
Not PR team in general.
Yeah, other than you, where most of the things you probably do with a small team, or even sometimes.
Himself. Now we use I one.
Yeah. So how important is that? how important is having
A team.
Yeah.
Yo, man, he could have said, how important is it to have a team?
To be quite honest, it's quite important. I do have a team, dog. It's just that due to like unforeseen circumstances,
Business.
they couldn't come through Vandaag. They couldn't, you see, like hectic things happen. But I do have a team. It's not that big, but like
It's effective.
it's quite effective because like basic needs. The basic needs are what you have to consider.
Yes.
Like
Can they do the basics?
going to gigs.
Getting gigs.
Okay, getting gigs is not a problem.
Sure,
But like going to gigs, getting photo shoots.
Yeah.
Getting gigs isn't a problem. It's getting
Yeah,
paid.
you know, like all of that PR related stuff. Like you're gonna need a team to do all of it because you can't. I get that some people are perfectionists and they can do things alone, but most
can't
of
do
the
it
time you actually need like people to do stuff with you.
Yeah.
Like if it weren't for that one member of your team, you wouldn't have known like there's a certain app that you can use to fire gigs there so that you can keep track of your gigs and all of that.
Is that something they showed you?
And still on
That's
that
something
question,
that I learned with the team. I didn't know. I didn't keep track of gigs like that. I used to keep track of them in a different way.
and
Imagine
still
like in notes app.
on that, how important is it for you as an artist?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you need a road manager or general manager. Do you say, next time he's been my friend for so and so, so therefore he's gonna be my manager? Or do you outsource or find someone that's been in the industry that's actually gonna handle you?
Do you have good homies
Someone
as your
most
team?
qualified.
To be honest,
So how
with
you balance that? Because I know you have homies, people you've been growing with and all that. But how important is it to find like a professional within your team?
Maybe a Spanish manager.
To be honest with you, ne, it goes back to the issue of like what's this? Of your brand. First of all, before you actually start to actually think about the whole management thing, I feel like you should stick to having your friends, your homies, as managers, not like maybe legally, but like just to be the forefront of everything, just so the hosts can see that you're not alone.
Yeah, so it
They
doesn't
can see
look like
that
you're
vibe with the
starting
team,
out.
you see.
Yeah.
Because like in most instances, having like to outsource, it's costly, dog. Like you're gonna get a manager and you're gonna have to pay the manager. They won't wanna do the work for free. Dog.
That time
We want 25%, we want 30%, and you're making like what, 1,000 rand per gig. I'm just making an example. So they have to take like $300, you have to take $700, and out of that $700, transport, and all of that. You're supposed to keep your brand intact. And to be honest, 1,000 is not a lot for someone who's starting out. They have like needs to take care of. It's not gonna sustain you. So like I feel like you shouldn't be in a rush. I'm not saying it's impossible. Like you can actually do without a manager. You can do without it.
But
like,
that's the thing. Like, is it advisable for you to go like?
No, that's
Let's say
it's
you
not.
make it big. Let's say you get an international.
Dog, it's
gig.
not.
Are you gonna go to that gig with your homies, whoever? Or
I feel like it depends.
When you
be
big,
honest,
dog, obviously,
I feel like it depends.
unless if your homies are now qualified in that field,
If they're competent,
they can
in
do
that
that.
phase.
I would have nje umvusile izolo beyasepating namajita
because I feel like that's what
so
happens
yekikile
most
international.
of the time. Would see like just because I've known you for
That's what happens in
certain
starting.
years.
I feel like that's what happens.
you know what I feel like?
A lot of the downfall of a lot of artists is that
Nah,
they
dog.
have proper
Once you start making it, dog, like people fall off, dog.
You know
Serious
what I
people
feel
start
like?
coming into your
I
life.
feel like the basic thinking process of someone who's working with an artist, especially for friends. I'm obviously obliged to do my research. If ever you're gonna give me the task of being your manager, I mean,
Do you respect the position?
exactly. Do you respect the position that I'm giving you? Like it's a privilege to be like something like that, especially if my brand is like on the road to being like big. It's your job. It's not your job, but like it would be nicer if it would be advantageous if you do your research and acquire more knowledge. And then for some odd reason you end up being my actual manager
Permanent.
throughout.
Yeah.
And now it benefits you, it benefits me.
Yeah.
And we all nice. And then now, because like, if we're speaking about international gigs, dog, like, as a friend of mine, you don't know what procedures need to go through, like what procedures we need to go through in order for us to attain like visas and all of that. Like it's not a thing that's easy to do. Like
Can you get someone to translate on that side as well?
It should be a thing that someone else is able to do for themselves, like for you and the entire team. You see, so I feel like it just depends on that.
But starting out, you can get your pinches.
Yeah, starting out,
Because it's local, taxi, la khutla.
Next time we ask.
Dala sibona nje.
Bangekho imoto yakho.
Akunaki. No ways. Hi, can I get to my question?
Yeah.
Who do you guys feel is the biggest legend in the country? Legend in the country.
In terms of what?
Everything.
Music.
Nelson.
Everything.
Apart from Nelson.
Even Nelson.
Legit code. That's Susan Nelson. Legit code.
Everything. Who's the biggest
That
legend?
man as a humanitarian. What was you, Nelson?
Let's take him out of our.
Okay, now let's take Nelson out.
Yeah.
Let's put things into context.
Brenda Fassie, I think.
Brenda Fassie. I feel like coffee.
No,
I feel like coffee.
Brenda Fassie is bigger than coffee.
Legend.
What?
Brenda Fassie is bigger than black coffee.
No ways.
Brenda Fassie is bigger than black coffee.
but that's actually a very difficult question. You must look at the whole spectrum.
And you must look at how long each of them has.
Yeah, but Brenda Fassie
to movies.
Black coffee is still living,
like-
dog, and it's still achieving, dog.
Yeah,
And he's still
that's
doing
exactly.
Okay, but tell me who
but right now, he's not bigger than
who has done
Brenda
what Black
Fassie.
coffee is doing right now in South Africa? Who has ever done that?
But this time has
What
never been
is
here
the question?
before now.
What is he doing?
The time hasn't been there before now, so we can't.
It has.
No, we're just being realistic, dog. It has.
Brenda Fassie had
It's
all
not
the
like-
resources he
it's
has.
not- wait,
Imagine if
listen,
Brenda
listen.
Fassie was
It's not-
alive.
It's not like before.
doing a shit.
It's not like before.
Black coffee
Before
is
the
not.
earth was half. You couldn't travel all over the country. The world.
Exactly.
But you didn't have
Like,
YouTube.
it was still-
For instance, you didn't
come
have YouTube. You didn't have but
Okay,
that's
not
fine.
getting it.
You didn't have.
It's
We're
fine.
just looking at stuff that like Black coffee
Let's
is
just
doing.
say who are
Think about
changes.
think about Brenda Fassie was as big as she was and as famous as she was
In that
during
time.
that time when there was little to no resources.
Yeah.
For black people.
For
For
dog,
black coffee is bigger than black people now.
dog, Brenda
but
Fassie is celebrated
she
by
opened
whites
the
too.
gate.
What are you saying?
She
Yeah,
opened the
it's
gate
fine.
for
She
you.
opened the
Trevor?
gates. Okay, Trevor. He's not.
Nah,
He's there, but
he's a
not.
superstar, but not legend.
Yeah,
like,
he's not
he's a
legend.
superstar.
Because I feel like you can bring up coffee, you be like black coffee, and they know black coffee, and then some people like Trevor. Then you'd have to say the presenter of the Daily Show. Then they'd be like, oh,
Yes, yeah.
Okay, but we're saying coffee is a legend in terms of
like dog who?
I guess the context is
Oh,
music.
What has he done
country.
for
Now I'm just saying.
what has he
everything.
done for the country?
Huh?
I no. Okay.
Acting, yes. Acting, yes.
Okay, but no.
that's what I'm saying, you
She's
must
actually
look at the whole
also
spectrum.
a humanitarian. Charlize Theron. She does like those things of
Proudly South African.
yeah. She does those things of helping
She claims to be South African.
of helping the
I
kids in
even
Somalia and all that shit.
But he must
No,
No.
Elon Musk denies that
He denies South African.
African.
He doesn't like the whole South African.
it's not in the
No, it's not in the
criteria.
criteria.
So it's between
not
who?
in the
So it's between
Brenda
Coffee,
Fassie.
Brenda Fassie, Charlize Theron,
Hugh
Hugh Masekela,
I know seeing
Masekela as well.
Hugh Masekela.
Okay, yeah. Miriam ngamfaka Hugh.
I feel like we don't know music people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
guys.
Okay, so from us,
I'm
let's
going to
add
find my
music.
politician. I'm going to find my politician.
Thing is,
Lucas Radebe.
No. But Dr.
Yeah,
Kumar
Lucas
is-
Radebe.
Lucas
that's what
Radebe is a
I'm saying.
legend.
He's a legend.
But Dr. Kumar is bigger because he was the first African to play in the MLS. He played the first season of the MLS.
Yeah, but Lucas Radebe was playing in the EPL, dog. That's the most famous league since then, Fuji. Oh, what's Australia away now?
but it's still overseas, James.
MLS.
It's overseas, ne? It's overseas, but it's like but it's comparing
international football.
It's like comparing NFT.
No, ABC, baby.
But dog,
Oh no.
but you have a point. Like he.
Benny McCarthy. If you're talking about EPL.
Yeah.
He's bigger than Lucas Radebe.
He's not bigger than Lucas Radebe in the EPL. He won Champions League. Benny McCarthy is supposed to have a statue in Leeds. He's supposed to have doesn't he have a statue or something?
he
At
does,
least he
yeah.
does. Mabungazositshela ngopeni makhadi wena. Hey, your puss.
Zuma has a statue in thingy. What you think?
Ay mara le asinandaba nayo le ndawo. Copenhagen or kuphi?
No, Copenhagen. But the argument is
Bafana Sundowns type
the status of the EPL.
The EPL
and
is
then to get a
huge,
statue for playing in the EPL. It's big.
Asali Penny is big.
Okay, let's be honest. Leeds is a bigger team than Porto. Let's be honest now.
It is. Leeds United is bigger than Porto.
That's arguable.
Especially
That's
because-
arguable. That is so arguable.
It's way bigger.
To a certain extent, though.
Wait.
Listen.
The history
Kinda-
goes-
Wait. I'm not big on soccer, but kind of which league is
Leeds.
not Leeds, Porto in.
Portugal.
But
Imagine
they don't air. They don't air the
Who watches
football
Portuguese
from there.
football?
So
Come on,
I
nigga.
like
So we're going on.
that was my point.
It's keeper.
Nah, it's like that, yo, dog. It is.
Come on.
Because
guys.
look,
Unless if he was like Ronaldo, like he's making like other people watch that, like he's making that certain league air on TV because of him.
Let me tell you
if
something.
you're gonna talk about trophies, then you're gonna tell me Man City is bigger than Arsenal. Are you honestly gonna tell me?
But that is different because there's
No.
culture and
Sundowns is bigger than Chiefs.
There's a lot to
Aye.
consider. Yeah, exactly.
Throw the line.
Chiefs or Sundowns and Pirates.
Throw the line.
No, I'm saying
Which team has more history, Pirates or Sundowns?
Pirates, obviously.
Leeds has history.
Okay, maybe I'm not familiar. Let me just say
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
familiar with Leeds.
Yeah, just say
Except your TV.
Just say that.
Well, there's
Leeds
arguments
for
like
now.
this, just keep quiet.
And nobody expected
Don't-
Porto to
don't-
win the Champions League.
Guys.
So
Has Leeds
okay.
won the EPL?
Yo, I'm not sure.
Let me check.
They always
I
getting
think they have, maybe.
those
I think they have. Now, Leeds used to be fire.
I know, but like now they're always getting relegated.
Yeah, now they pop now.
But back to the matter at hand, Lucas Rateb and Dr. Kumar.
Lucas Radebe.
I
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm not a football.
It's just that I feel like it's just that Dr. Kumalo is more in the public, especially
that's
as
what
of
you
late.
guys are talking about. Your exposure, your
But-
brand,
but
your
also-
everything. Your
No, that's him now.
Also-
That's what's happening now. We're talking about the work that
Now
they
you say
did.
everything.
But also, you have to look at it, Cody. Midfielders and attackers get more attention
Then defenders, facts.
Pega. Oh, pure example. Like Morocco. Toby Mvala should have won Man of the Match.
yeah.
That man played his heart out. But who won it?
Technically is a different.
Because of a but
Technically,
the free kick is what solidified it for Tebogo.
Yeah.
That's all
But
because he
also,
scored.
What the hell was he doing up there when he won the free kick?
Like for us,
Mara, that's putting the team on your shoulders. Uzozenzela le nto le. Ngiyazenzela.
we know Tebogo Mokoena. We're familiar with this game, but from an outside person's perspective, like he's just gonna say like, this is the typical defensive midfielder. He just takes free kicks or whatever.
So to drive this
it's
down,
a bit different.
So to drive this down between Dr. Kumalo and Lucas, we're saying Lucas because of the history.
And I'm saying Dr. Kumar.
Okay, in South Africa,
No,
it's Doctor.
It's Doctor. No,
In
okay.
South Africa,
Okay,
it's Doctor.
now I'm saying the legend. Who's the biggest legend?
But
of the
if
country?
we're putting the scale,
If
on
people were
larger
to look at
platform,
South Africa,
it's
dog.
It's Nelson Mandela.
No, we took out Nelson Mandela. Because obviously that was because they pushed him. Skipper, that's another.
Do you think we can put Casper in that list?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I think he's on the road there.
He's on the road. That's why I'm saying not yet.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
who's high on the list?
AKA.
Casper's still riding it. Casper's still on the list.
Because I feel like AKA, nah, AKA is big. Like the thing you can do is that WWE. But with Casper, he's been in rooms with other famous people.
No, we're talking
He's
about
known-
the masses. We're not talking about us.
Maro AKB angathanda abantu international. That's ring of
No,
He didn't like
what was he doing
international
at
And that's what they hated him.
No, Maro he didn't like
Okay, so
international.
then that should also now take down mass.
Aight,
Casper has a
aight.
better mass appeal.
Pelu
because you
AKA
looking at global
apparently the global citizens.
global citizens.
You see that performance apparently was khuluma ngayo.
It was.
I heard ngathi bekufanele kube yakhe. AKA, but he turned it down. He said that he's not gonna open for international artists. He says that
But we
he's
don't
supposed
know.
to be the
We don't know
main
what
thing.
AK was gonna do. That's the thing.
I know what he was going to do.
Maybe you could have had something.
I just
dope
know he
also.
wasn't going to do it better like Casper in your vest. Better than
I
him.
see.
He
Casper,
wasn't
I'm not
do
gonna
it.
lie.
I see that.
Casper is a better performer.
Yeah, true.
But AK for me is a better musician overall.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not
AK
going to
is
that-
musical because he even had a band.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brenda Fassie.
High on the list.
Miriam Makeba, Huma Sekela.
Okay. So there's a lot. There's a lot. Who are we putting? Like I feel like just crazy.
It's crazy that none of the new age people were put on that list.
She's one of the richest actors.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying like that's our legend now? Like that's.
I mean, like.
Obviously, besides Mandela.
Because she's not black, obviously.
And she killed it.
Black.
And she killed it.
What?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And she killed it.
She's always killed. She kills everything.
Yeah, even Charlie's Angels.
And Charlie's
And that job, yes, E-Time.
Oh,
And Senzo
E-Time. So Charlie's the wrong. I don't even know.
And that's not we drive Mini Cooper.
Yeah,
Mini Cooper.
Okay, so we're saying the our legend for now. Charlie's the wrong.
You, my sister.
But locally, Tina, we know, like Kaya, we know who are the legends.
There's a lot.
But it also depends. It's also subjective. Also, to
That's what
what
I'm
we
saying.
feel.
We must
Yes,
look
all of
at
these
the
are
whole
subjective,
spectrum.
but once you start filtering it down, I think because you start seeing also.
Okay, let's categorize it. Let's say sport. Let's start with sports because that's what.
Okay, leave
Yeah.
leave me out of it.
Sort of.
I did it for controversy. Relax.
Leave me out of it.
So we're done with music. Mosa's out.
No, sports.
Okay, we're still gonna
Leave me
go
out
to
of
music.
sports.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Okay, sports.
Yeah, leave me out of sports.
In South
I live in
Africa.
sports. I'm not that.
In South Africa. In South Africa.
Do it.
Who's that tennis guy also from South Africa? Federer. Roger Federer.
Rogers from South Africa.
Who's yeah, I think it's Roger Federer. I think it's Roger Federer.
From Switzerland.
Nah, there's a tennis player that we have
Kevin
that's
Anderson,
Finn.
I think.
Yeah, I've
She's
heard
born.
of him.
Roger Federer
Yeah,
can't
Kevin
be from
Anderson.
South Africa.
From South Africa. I think he made it to like top 5. I think.
Oh, okay, no, Federer's Swiss actually.
Yes, he did
Trevor.
from Switzerland.
Just go to Google and saying most influential
Say
sports
Kevin
people
Anderson.
in South African history.
Yeah, most influential.
While he's busy there, next question.
Got its own things here.
Now, guys, I want to talk about Skomota names.
Wait, I have one.
Oh yeah, did you register to vote?
Yeah, this is the last weekend actually. This is the last
Guys,
weekend.
please register to vote. The
please
link
vote.
is there. I don't know if there,
Somewhere.
there.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
And in
there.
Namakestia, NSFAS extended the application period, so you have until the 15th of February to register for NSFAS.
Asbon.
Hey, but registration loan has been an issue. So my question is,
Damn,
how
actually
many?
it's AB de Villiers.
Really?
When I
The
said
most followed.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're not talking about sports, ne?
No, that's what tennis. We
No,
talk
I
about
was talking
sports.
about sports.
No, I get this guy said most
Yes,
influential
in
sports.
sports.
Yes,
yes,
it's AB de Villiers. Yes,
Okay,
it's
makes
cricket.
sense. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
So
19 million followers, my boy.
crazy. So
Yeah, that's based on social media.
That's crazy.
how
That's
many?
crazy.
I think you've seen this before. How many holes does a straw have?
Wow.
There's
Hey.
both 1 and 2. It depends.
What?
It depends how you argue.
Ow.
How many?
I'd say two.
How many holes does this cup
I'd say
have?
2.
How many
You'd say 2.
holes does
I'd
this
say
cup
2.
have?
It has
One,
one.
my man. Come on.
Let's say this thing. How many things does it have now?
There's 2 holes.
That's 2.
Yeah.
When I do this, how many
You
holes
saw
does
that
it
video. You
have?
saw that
How many holes
video.
does it have?
it would make sense.
So
I
it's
wanted to say the
subjective.
same thing. If I propose that, it's
How many? Okay.
So technically it has both 1 and 2.
Nice, man.
Next question.
I know. That was
Question so dark, bro.
dog. You skipper, dog. You Ghana. Hey, you know how long people fought for is water wet? Give me more skipper like if I follow here.
We clean me fast.
Controversy spice.
You must be fun at parties.
Hi, dog. I know, that's all I had. No, those are the only 2 I had, dog.
Okay.
spirit is dead.
Oh, dog. I skipper. No ways, dude.
Oh yeah, wait. So, something wild. You guys heard about the Kelly Kumalo thing?
Oh, like that she. I heard about it. I didn't actually watch the case.
Yeah, I also.
Apparently, Senzo's family didn't want to give her the death certificate. But my question is, why did she want the death certificate?
Probably wanted to.
Do you think also we can blame the family because they said there's a family member who came out recently?
Say what?
Bring up new evidence. He brought up new evidence in the case.
What was it?
After
That's
10
what I'm
years.
saying. That's what I'm asking.
So
That's
that
what I'm
family
saying.
member wanted something to gain.
That's what I'm saying. So do you think we can hold the family also accountable for delaying the case?
Yeah.
Or maybe.
That's if his information is proven right, though. So this
Maybe
means
conspiracy. Kelly kept him quiet, or
So this means that it's gonna be a trial in a trial in a trial. Because right now it's a trial in a trial.
Dog, it's falling into legend now. It's becoming a whole conspiracy.
It's our folklore.
Because even these guys who
Someone must say Tokoloshi killed him.
Lamachins lawa confessile. Apparently now their defense lawyers are saying, "Hi, but confess it because they were under duress.
Yes,
they were being
they were
trapped,
also
so they had nothing to do. They had to be honest and they had to lie. Let me say. So yeah, one tricky lenda. But
meaning they want from Senzo?
No. Meaning things was an
to be that
ukeli.
big.
Ukeli and like ngabambulelelani. It didn't because they weren't married. It wouldn't make any sense.
She put him on the father of your child.
He put her on the
Maybe
will.
he put on the will.
Never know.
I mean, why?
But I don't. You think he already had a will?
Yeah, I'm sure he had a will by that time, dog. You becoming the biggest in the country. I'm sure someone told him.
You
I was.
think Legato Chavo had a will?
So he's saying he wasn't. You see, Skipper saying he wasn't
I
bigger
would
than
argue
Senzo.
that Senzo in his prime, he was the biggest player in
Yes.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that at that point, there has to be an advisor who told him, dog, get a will. Because when you die, they will fight for your stuff. I mean,
but all the assets apparently went to money.
Yeah, because he had a wife.
At that time. Yeah.
So that's why I'm still like, I don't understand why Kelly did it.
then it would make sense then for the will.
Because the
Because you'd
conspiracy-
find he could have put her on the will, and then he wanted to take her off to say, hey, my wife.
The conspiracy there was that maybe the wife is the one who called the hit. Maybe the hit was actually supposed to be on Kelly. And then Senzo
Acted like a superhero. Ish, Superman. Hi, Asaz.
How's Boogie now, man?
He's too busy with the dance. He's too busy with the dance.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Where's your next gig, dog? Confirmed gigs.
It's the red
Not giving-
month. It's the month of love. Where are
one
you?
is not confirmed because
Which
the
Kasi?
venue. In what's this Kasi?
Middlelands.
No. It's after Mfulo. Can I ask that Kasi? After
Mfulo.
Mapetla, actually.
Lamin.
Mola.
Oh, scams us gas.
Yes, it's not confirmed as yet. And then the other one is in Bramfish. Yeah, that's the only place I take gigs from in Bramfish. Yeah, so that's why I confirmed.
What happened to House of Garbie?
It's still there. It's through events though.
Yeah, I'm talking about the event. Like, you hosting it.
When are we hosting? We're gonna host 2 events in March, on the 2nd and on the 23rd.
What time is it?
On the
4.
23rd.
Yeah, we need to close.
On the 2nd, we're hosting at Smithcraft. I don't know if I was supposed to say that.
This is
but
actually the first time I hear someone saying like
They're hosting at
something
Smithcraft.
happening at Smithcraft.
For real, I hosted my birthday celebration there on
Was
the
it
4th of November.
Is it worth going?
Hey, konje khalo batlo yena. No,
Wait,
but wait.
Smithcraft, is it
but
worth
it was
going?
dead on the day. I went on my birthday.
Hey, he's answering you.
prefer
Is
not
it
to
worth going? I don't think it's worth going. If he's not
Is it
speaking,
worth
it's
going?
not.
In terms of what?
It's a vibe, like whatever you look for whenever you go out.
It actually depends on who is hosting. I'm not gonna lie to you. It actually depends on who is hosting, because most of the time the place is like, okay, well, for me, the last time I went, I actually had a gig the weekend after I hosted, like there. And like people of my age group went there. Like there's a certain age group.
Smithcraft, they have.
Like the Sofing.
Yeah.
You see like the Sofing, there's
Yeah.
like that certain age
Malash
group
Lounge.
that's there.
Yeah.
When they host like events during the week, like normal events, as compared to like when they host like an event with that long lineup, and then like different people of different age groups, they come. Yeah, it's just like that type of vibe.
All right.
So to answer your
You
question,
have to be happy with it.
Hey, we're running out
We
of
need
time.
to close. We've been here for a minute now. But thank you for
Any
coming.
closing
through,
remarks
dog.
you'd like to add?
What's coming up? What are you doing? Anything you want to promote? Put yourself on, though.
what's coming up?
Yeah.
What's coming? Okay, I'm gonna actually speak about Garbie the brand actually itself. Like now that I have time, as compared to last year, I didn't have time for anything, so I ended up not working on the brand anymore. So Garbie is gonna come back into the scene, and like I'm gonna start working on it, because planning on releasing like new merch and all of that. With regards to events, it's March, May, most probably in July, depends, probably in July. November, December. So I'm planning to host like 5 or 6 events this year.
Alright, keep your eyes locked, guys. Garbie.
And social
5 to 6
media?
events.
For following
Everything.
every social media platform, MOSA Waves.
Aye.
Twitter, Facebook.
He's the one and only. There's no
TikTok,
other.
Instagram,
The coolest DJ.
MOSA Waves. No
There's no
underscore,
con.
no dots, nothing. It's just vibes.
There's no fake account. There's no con. There's no other person. It's the original, the one and only, sitting here in this chair today.
The coolest DJ.
Bafana here at the PipeCast. We're at the coolest DJ. We're Sam Ski.
Get the coolest bench.
A nice time. Sibonge Bafana. It's been a great episode.
Thank you,
Shout out.
guys.
Hey guys, Ntenge Ningakhohlwa. DM
Tipsy
orders.
wine, yes.
My tipsy wine.
Extreme lounge
Wine
wine.
na say extreme. That's the new slogan. Alright, Sibonge Bafana. Dango. Yeah, shout out. Welcome to the PipeCast, ladies and gentlemen.